What's up, Internet? The Nerd here, and happy 30th anniversary of the Game Boy. So, on 1989, in April, Japan released its first Game Boy DMG, the first handheld ever actual really good playable in the sense. And how this, and a little history fact for you guys, the maker or the design maker of the Game Boy from Nintendo, from Japan, was on the subway one day and he noticed that somebody was, to kill time, was playing on a calculator to kill time. Maybe he was trying to figure out what 8008 meant, or trying to get those words, or 8 or 3 1, or was it 5318008? He's trying to play with those words. So he's on a subway killing time playing on a calculator. So the inventor thought to himself, well, why not we integrate that into a handheld where people can play video games? And so, released in April of 1989, the first Game Boy DMG right here was released. And so the Game Boy revolutionized the world in handhelds and also in consumption of batteries. Pretty sure battery prices rocketed. Battery being sold were rocketed. Not as much as the Sega Game Gear, if you guys know what I mean. And so, today what I'm going to do is fix a 30-year-old... We currently have a 30-year-old Game Boy DMG that doesn't work. And it's number 5 out of my 7 broken Craigslist find that I got for about $7 each. And check out the video down below. And if I get 100 likes on that video, I'll be giving away a Game Boy, working Game Boy. But for today's video, and in honor of the 30th anniversary, I'll be fixing this 30-year-old Game Boy on the holy day of Nintendo's 30th anniversary. And so, come join me and we'll figure out why this Game Boy doesn't turn on, and we'll figure out what other problems it has. And so, let's get it started. Alright, you guys, so back at it right now. What I'm going to check first is see if this thing turns on, if I put in some batteries. So you guys can see, this is pretty disgusting. Pretty gross. So let's see if this thing just turns on. There's so much corrosion, I highly doubt it's going to turn on. But remember, this is a 30-year-old Game Boy Classic. So nothing so far. I'm going to turn the bottom. Maybe nothing works. Nope, nothing really works. So, nothing works. So, batteries, always do a little trick right here. Keep it going. Nothing really. Let's try it with the game. Pokemon. Oh, nothing. Alright, so we're going to take this thing apart. And let's see if we can get anything out of this. Alright, so the first thing I've noticed so far is that I got all the screws out and they're disgusting. That's the first thing. The second thing is that normally... oh no, here, I'm going to take this thing off. So it seems like somebody already took this off. Let me tell you why. Because it looks like this thing's bent inside here. Let me try and take it off. Alright. So, it's lifted up a little bit. So, you guys can tell. Let me zoom in. Okay, so, right here, it's lifted up a little bit. It should be flat, flushed there. But, I don't know what happened. It might be okay as it is. But we'll see. We'll see. So, alright, you guys. So, what I have here is some rubbing alcohol. I believe it's 95% or something like that. It doesn't really matter the concentration. I'm just going to take a Q-tip, soak it in there, and just give this thing a good wiping. The goal is to wipe all that rust off. And this is gross. And I'm just going to wipe whatever I can in honesty. Because this is gross. All that dust off there. Gotta get that Nintendo clean. There you go. Clean that Nintendo. Happy 30th anniversary, Nintendo. Really cool that you guys are still making great products, you know, revolutionary, like just like this at the time. This is revolutionary. Put this back in like so. There we go. All right, so we're gonna put the Game Boy back in. All right, so connected. All right, let's see if it turns on. I actually have to get a little switch or something. So, right here, I'm gonna turn the switch. Looks like nothing. So, might not be the batteries. Turn it back off. I could be suspicious of this, like I was saying, how it's lifted up. So I think that's fine. It's a little bit lifted, but I think that should be okay. Let's check replacing these. So I got a clean one right here. So this is a brand new one right here. Place this in here. It goes in there. Make sure the power switch is in. Okay. So I put a new one in. So let's check it out. Look at that, you guys. It turns on. Woo! So it was this connector right here that was just completely off. And it looks like we have some vertical lines. So lots of vertical lines in this one. I don't know if you guys can see that. Common issue with this is vertical lines, and we can fix it. So I'm gonna turn this off. So I'm gonna plug this back in. I'm gonna put the batteries back in. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have the screen connected to the Game Boy, and it has to be on for you to, in order for you to know if it's working or not. So what I'm gonna do is test out the sound first. All right, let's listen to the sound. Make sure that the sound is up. Okay. All right, so we got working sound. I don't know if you guys heard that. Let's hear it again. So So the sound works. So that's great. So we don't have to replace the soundboard. But what we're going to have to do next is solder. We're going to have to take a soldering iron and heat up this little strip right here, which is kind of non-fireproof. It's fireproof. It won't melt unless you put direct solder on there for a very long time. Then it's going to eventually burn. So what we're going to do is what you're going to see in the next thing I'm going to do is get a soldering iron, and we're going to heat this up to get the pixels back, okay? I'm back. I have a soldering iron right here. It's a little bit warm, and you want to get it on the lowest setting, but first thing you want to do is actually remove this rubber strip right here. This is a black rubber strip, and you want to lift it up just a little bit, and then it kind of just peels off. There you go. And what I like to make sure to get is there's also an adhesive right here. There you go. So an adhesive, just use your hand and take it off. There you go. So adhesive and black strip, just take it right off. And we'll put it right back on. But put that to the side. So what you're going to have to do is put batteries inside your Game Boy. Hook it up, make sure that it's connected. See, now it says connected. And then we're going to turn it on. Turn the contrast all the way up so that you guys get those lines. We're going to take the soldering iron and go across this area right here. Right here. And until the pixels come back. So with the soldering iron, I don't want you guys putting it directly on the pad, but hovering it above it, okay? So, as you'll see, the pixels will flicker back and forth. Essentially what I'm doing is just moving the solder. So the goal is just once you get the line to stop. So the right side is going to be a little challenging, but let's get over here. And remember, I'm just hovering above this. Not directly down. And then for this, you guys, patience. Patience is the key. There you go. Almost. Almost. So other pixels might disappear, but it's just part of the process. So it's good to just go directly in that one area, but just go all around it, right? Because you're kind of moving solder around. Almost, almost. Almost. So let it cool down a little bit and then revisit the other area. So you don't want to just stay up here, but you want to go all the way around, right? And I'm just moving the soldering iron. You'll get better results if you are patient. And I'm not touching it, I'm just hovering it above there. I'm just heating it up a little bit. All right. So I got one more pixel, you guys. One more pixel, and that's the pixel of... It's still blinking a little bit. You can see, there you go, see that? So I gotta go across it a little bit more maybe. So it looks like I have about one pixel. It's hard to see, but maybe it's capturing on the camera. There's one right there. And the very last one, it looks like it's flickering a little bit. So maybe just one more go at it, right? Might be gone. I think I did it, you guys. There's a little bit of a shadow of that line, but that's perfectly fine. I think the more we use this, those lines will disappear because they're not used to being, fully activated yet. So the more we use this, so let's give it a try with the game. I got Pokemon right here, Charizard. Put that in there. Let's turn this thing on. Nintendo. Look at that. Alright, so it might not play because this is a fake Nintendo game. So you notice how it says game on it? This is a knockoff that somebody gave to me, and it was interesting because they didn't know it was a knockoff either. But what I do have here is, a real Pokemon game. So for you guys out there in the world, and happy 30th anniversary again, you can tell the ones that are knockoffs that just say game, and the real ones say Nintendo Game Boy. So I got a Blastoise blue version here. Let's put this in here. And turn this thing on. Oh. That happens when the cartridge is not clean. Alright. So, this is the difference. The knockoffs won't play on their classic DMG. But the real one, they will. So, that's good to know for future. If you guys, to tell if you guys have a fake game, you should get a DMG and we'll see. Alright, so the next step now is to clean this bad boy. Alright, so we're just going to put all these stuff in here. And we're also going to put these in here because they're so dirty. And this, look how disgusting this is, right? Gross. Seeing that essentially the toothbrush wasn't really working, maybe because it looks like that. But I have a magic eraser, and these things works on everything. So see how dirty this thing? You can see the dirt. Let's see if I can get rid of it. Magic erase. It's like day and night. Look how clean that is now. Look at that. Magic Erase, you guys, is the hero of all this. Let's see. Let's see if I can get rid of this dirty poop stain on the side. It's a burnt stain, but let's see how much I can get rid of. Whoa! It's like reversing the burn. Alright, you guys. So I'll catch you guys after I'm done with this. Just some major scrubbing and elbow grease. Just get rid of all the dirty stuff. Look how clean that looks already. Look at that. Look at that. It's got drastically better. Isn't that amazing? So quickly, you guys, this is the magic erase that I was using. I'm about to go use another one to give that thing a nice clean, and yeah, just wanted to show you guys this product. I actually use this product on a lot more things, like everything. My toilet, anything that's gross. I use it on my laptop once. I don't recommend that. Do not use it on your laptop, because a lot could go wrong. I was really delicate with it, so, but don't use it on your laptop. But this can clean everything. Look, clean that, clean this, clean this. Look, this little guy over here. I gave him a clean. Look, let me clean him. Yeah, look, see? And he got clean too, right? Alright, you guys. I'll catch you guys once I'm done cleaning that thing. So, you want to make sure that you get a little bit of rubbing alcohol and clean the speaker, because that actually causes little statically rumbling sounds on the speaker. And it doesn't sound as clear. Also, there's a bunch of gack and stuff that's always accumulates on it. As you can see right here, look how dirty that is. So clean the speaker, because we're going to make this 30-year-old Game Boy as if it was brand new. Just using about 90 or 99, whatever percent alcohol, rubbing alcohol you can get at your local store, really cheap. Get that, get it. And clean the screen too. You can use this to clean the screen. Now, this is not water, people. This is rubbing alcohol. So clean the screen, make sure it's nice and clean. Get a little paper tissue, just give it nice and dry. And I'm going to clean this PCB over here. And so the other thing you also want to do is put a little bit on the contrast wheel, right? get that contrast wheel and turn it, clean, 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 turn it, clean, clean, clean. This helps really get the connections working again. Or this is, whatever, one of these is vinyl and one is contrast. So really get a little bit of alcohol, not too much, and then turn it, clean it, turn it, clean it, turn it, clean it, turn it, clean it, and then wait about 5 minutes for this to dry, right? A little there, a little there, there. And last but not least, don't ever forget this, you guys, the power switch button. The power switch button often gets stuck and corroded, so a little bit of wipe, like that, like that, like that, and a little bit in there and turn it, a little bit in there, turn it, a little bit in there, turn it, a little bit in here, turn it. All right, and then you want to turn it 20 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 20. All right, 20 times. And then 5 minutes, let it dry. While we're laying this dry to the side, I'm going to show you guys the lovely product. Look how clean this Game Boy looks. You guys, it looks like a brand new Game Boy, doesn't it? It looks kind of like as if you were to buy a brand new stock one. Look how clean that is. And it feels great. So smooth and clean. No dirt or anything, you guys. Look at that. Look how clean that is. It's the Magic Erase Board. This thing right here, man. Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean, rub his head. Mr. Clean, rub his head. Magic Erase Boards. So, look at this, you guys. Look how, and remember that mark right here where it looked burnt? Take a closer look at that, you guys. It almost looks as if it's gone. That's how clean the Magic Erase did to this thing. Completely clean, no more dirt anywhere. I highly recommend this thing. A lot of people want to bleach these things, and that seems like it takes a long time and money. And time, I don't have time and I don't have money. So Magic Erase were left with like $1 each, and look how clean and smooth this thing is, right? Look, almost completely gone. You can barely tell that there was a burnt. It was burnt, right? Completely clean, completely. Look how clean that is. This looks like a brand new case that you'd buy off AliExpress. You can tell it's still the same one because look how dirty it is, right? And this is what I did buy off AliExpress. And this is a brand new cover, battery cover. And check it out. Look how much difference this is. This is actually darker than the case. The Magic Erase actually cleaned this thing so well that the case is actually lighter than these battery cases. Brand new battery cases I got at AliExpress. About $1 each. 50 cents each actually. I got 10 of these for $5. So link in the description below. So we'll come back once these are dried up, and yeah, we'll start playing some games. What I learned from the Retro Future, shout out to the Retro Future on YouTube and his Facebook group, you want to just scratch, you want to kind of clean the pad by rubbing it. Just a nice rub. So these are black, so these won't fully clean. So don't wear it out, but just give it a nice little rub. Just get a new layer in there and it works for all of these. All right, so we're going to assemble this now, and we're going to play some games, but first you want to do is you want to get this in, like so, and then before you stick it all the way in, don't forget the power switch. I always forget the power switch. So lift it up a little bit, stick the power switch in. Alright, so that's in. Make sure everything is clean. Oh, so make sure before you tack everything down and clean the inner screen first. And because once it's in, and you won't be able to clean it again. And give the little screen a wipe. This is just for my glasses. A little cloth I use for my glasses. So, nothing special. Alright, so let's put these in first. It goes in there. Here's got it here. Here. This goes in here. All right. So let's place this bad boy in. Woo! Just like that. All right. So next thing we'll do is we're going to screw everything in. I know people love Pokemon. I love Pokemon too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 screws in the back. In the front, I mean. That's a lot of screws, but whatever. So that's done with. So that's done. So now let's move on to this side. It's a little bit easier. This one only has 3 screws, I think. So 3 simple screws, one here. Okay, so those 2 are connected in. So next what we're going to do is we're going to slide this blue ribbon into here. And be very careful when you're doing this. Don't bend the ribbon too much, but try not to do this too much. I've had gameboys that just don't they just don't fit in anymore. So be nice and gentle. Steady hands always helps. So just do one little push, and it pushes in just once. There's no double click or anything like that. And I'm going to close it, right? Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Cool. All right. So I'm going to get in just 1 or 2 screws. Actually, let's just screw the whole thing in. I have confidence in my build. Don't you? Maybe. Kinda. And the outside ones, screws are tri-wings, meaning they have 3 versus a normal screw that has 4 corners. So you'll notice that I have 2 different screws, one with tape on it, and this one is the 3 tri-wing, I guess it's called, and this is a normal screwdriver. So it's crazy because these screws are so dirty and rusted, but the case looks so brand new. So it's just so weird. Like, it doesn't fit together. It doesn't match. Like, this thing should be getting new screws. Like, I'll show you guys. Like, I don't know if it shows well on here, but look how gross that looks. It's rusted on the top. Look how brass and rusted. Right? And then look how nice and clean this case looks. Brand new looking. Like, oh. Alright. So the screw goes here. And I didn't test it before I screwed everything, so I have confidence. So do you guys. So look at this. Woo! Nice and clean. Buttons work. Okay, so we're going to put batteries in. You guys, 30 years. A 30-year-old Game Boy. Look at this case. Oh, God. Even this thing is different color. Look how it's different colors. See that? This is darker than this. This is how much cleaner it is now. Isn't that crazy? It used to be kind of this color. A lot darker than this. And I used the magic erase. And look how clean it looks. Okay. So we're going to put in the only game that works. The Pokemon game. That goes in there. Okay. And moment of truth, you guys. Did I fix a 30-year-old broken Game Boy DMG that I bought off of Craigslist for $7, and it's the 30th anniversary of this game right here, this Game Boy console handheld. So let's see if moment of truth, the light turns on, the contrast. There we go. Look at that, you guys. And how's the volume? Let's turn the volume up. Yes. We got it working, you guys. Contrast. Let's keep the contrast up. All the pixels are there. Look at that. All the buttons work. Oh my God. Continue. Look, I got a game. Oh, I found a Pokemon. Let's see who I'm battling today. I'm badging a Pidgey. Let's see if I can knock it out. Charmander. Oh, yeah. Fight. Scratch. Boom. Can I kill it in one hit? Almost. He's using Gust. Oh, gosh. Yes. Boom. I got him. All right, you guys. I got experience. All right, let's get out of the grass. All right. So turn that down. So, you guys, I hope you guys truly enjoyed this rebuild right here that I did on my repair on the original Game Boy DMG Classic. released 30 years ago today, to date, April of 1989. This thing's 30 years old, and it's beautiful, it's smooth and clean, it plays games, it holds a battery. I had to get a new battery case for this because I couldn't have one, and I had to replace the connector, right? So that, I probably link it in the description where you guys can get one of those. You guys want to fix it, and then I fixed those vertical lines with the soldering iron and cleaned everything with a magic eraser. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this nostalgia trip with me and welcoming 30 years to Nintendo and their Game Boy and their success that they did, and freaking awesome. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys hit that subscribe button, the like button, comment for more. And I'm gonna do another special one, where another anniversary, where instead of completely fixing one like this, I'm probably gonna do a shell change, where give it a little more modern look to it, where the old meets the new. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and like I said, this is the O-Nerd. Peace out. Actually, peace out.